Good morning! Crap. That's always fun to do something stupid first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. I've been up running around for 3 hours already. I was at Lowe's, at the door, at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's now almost 9 o'clock. I was at their damn door. I wanted a new damn pitchfork. I was pissed. And it's like really hot and humid out, so I ain't gonna do a damn thing right now. It's supposed to be all nice. Everyone's like, weather guy was like, oh, the storm's gonna come through last night. Humidity's gonna break. It's gonna be a gorgeous day tomorrow. Right now, it is already at not even 9 o'clock, 8:45. It is 74 degrees out with 89% humidity. I'm not going outside. Working in the sun. The sun just came out. It was cloudy and yucky all morning and foggy. The sun came out in the last half hour, and it is freaking humid now. It's even worse because the sun came out and all the, because it rained last night, so everything that was wet is starting to dry. Yeah, no, I was an angry mob at Lowe's saying, where's my damn new pitchfork? Thing's brand freaking new. I haven't had it a week. I was pitching wood chips in one of the I can't remember the name again. We went through this yesterday. Tines. One of the tines broke off. Why am I having a problem? I'm getting old. I can't remember crap. So anyway, I've been fusionating for like the last hour and a half going, and I just looked up and it was almost 9 o'clock. I was like, I should just stream while I'm doing this. So here we are. What is up, Mike and Lester and Michael? How is your morning going? And I'm just going to kick over to Fusion because I really want to get this finished. I am doing, and you can't see it, I'm doing another box like I did for this one. This little guy right there, the little one in the background, that power box. I'm doing another one for this guy over here. Yeah. You know what else causes CRS? Freaking old disease. I'm freaking old and I can't remember shit. CRS is caused by freaking old. Anyway, so I'm designing a new power box for this printer for the Pumpkin King. And but I'm making it a lot bigger than the one I made for that printer, because even though I made that bigger, there was still not enough room for wires. So I'm leaving this one massive. I'm shifting the board over and making it so I have access to the USB plug. That's really all it needs, is access to the USB plug, because here it is so far. Oh, you can't see that. I need to share my screen for you guys to see it, huh? Okay, here it is so far. We can turn off section analysis. And now I have the board. Let's home it so it's in the middle. Go to the top. I don't know why it does that. Why did it do that? It's so obnoxious. Okay, that's the way it sits. Okay. Before, I had the board dead center. Before, the board was over here, not over here against the wall. So I have no access to the USB. I have a hole in everything. I can get a cable in there and I can plug it in before I put the cover on, but I can't just plug in a USB cable. Now, I don't need SD card access or anything like that because it's an old MKS Gen L. I'm pulling the board off the base some, and I think I might even go more. I kind of like the idea of being able to move wires behind it. I've rearranged all these slots so they're more user-friendly. Added some extra. I only had 2 screw mounts for the top before. Now I'm going to have 4. Rearrange some of these access ports so they're a little more realistic and what they need to do. And I think that's about it. Got rid of a port here. I had a screw hole here. Move the fan over. I can take this out. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, I need to change these too. I just thought of that. Oh, thank God I just saw that. The way these sit now, the cable-y thing doesn't sit in there. So I got to go all the way back to the beginning again. Way back. Well, let's see. I think they're all in generally the same location. If they're not, they're going to be soon. Yeah, they're all like right here, huh? Which means I got to take them all. Edit feature. And I want to lower them to like 20. 20. I'll stop thinking. I'm going to go all the way back to here. All right. Where's this one? Is that the one I just edited? No, that one. Edit. 20. 20. Okay. I said okay. And the next one. That one don't matter. And that one. This one I should put way over here because it's a screw mount hole. Edit feature. Right at 20. Moving it down. Okay. And go to the next one. Move it down to 20. 20. Okay. What's up with chat? Nothing. Nobody's chatting. I think there's one more. Yep. And this one. Edit feature. Who's gonna fit? Sure it will. It'll be right up against the frame, but it'll be close enough. 20. Okay. And that brings them all down there. Yep. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that. That's all for the fan. That's for the fan. That's for the wires. If I decide I want to bring them up to top. That's for the mounts. That's to make it so I don't need supports. What's that hole for? Those are all for the mounting threads. So right after the split, I need to make those so they're just not sharp points. Yes, the cable won't be perfect in there, but we can get around these over a little bit, just like a little bit, so it's not a sharp point. Let's go with 1.25. And the cable still snaps in there. And yeah, didn't do that. Whoops. Not that one. This one. And this one. And this one. And that one. And that one. And that one. And these two. And I think that's it. Okay. And then moving on. Hopefully everything worked out fine. Yep. That clamps it in, but that'll hold it all in one. before when I snapped them in there, they didn't stay. So until I put the cover on, they were all. And then when I went to put the cover on, they weren't staying in place, and I was pinching wires, and it was a pain in my butt. So that should make it so when I snapped a little corrugated split loom into it, it stays in position. Now I have to move these. What is up, Vince? If anyone would like to jump in, please do, because, who the hell wants to freaking listen to me babble all day long? Somebody else needs to babble along with me. So, yeah. YouTube still won't let me use my live channel. This time this morning, StreamYard said, okay, connected. When I went to say enter broadcast, it said, no, not ready yet. I was like, what the hell? Went into YouTube, had to reset it all and saying, oh, you're not ready yet. I have a feeling it will be in like an hour. Because like Dan was saying yesterday, it was almost exactly 24 hours after they let you start streaming. All right, there's something missing here. Because those holes aren't there. Edit feature. Okay. There should be, there they are. Why weren't they shown before? Ah, that one fills it in. Edit feature. Actually, that shouldn't be doing that. Okay. That's not making vents. You can't see through those. That's just raising it. It's not what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be cutting holes. You know what? Let's just get rid of that for now. This can actually go. Ah, crap. Edit. This all needs to be moved around. I might just start from scratch. Give me about 10 minutes to walk the dogs for their morning restroom break. Cool. Sure. Whatever. What's up? Who did I miss? Lester, Michael, Mike, Never Let the Machines Win, Vince. That's pretty much it this morning so far, huh? Yeah, I kind of just, normally I prep and do everything. You know what I should do? Oh, crap. Let's do the YouTube-y thing. You on YouTube. Probably going to get audio feedback here for a second until I get the audio off because it takes a second for it to load in. Off. Come on. You. Share. Copy. Go to, let's start with Twitter. Post, Command B. Just a little warning for the Sunday live stream. You're a really awesome guest. Time slot, and come join us. Yeah, we know you're having an awesome guest there, Glenn. Glenn's having an awesome guest. YouTube. Or not YouTube, I want Facebook. Face plant. Face plant. Slap. Face in the dirt. Face plant. Because it really doesn't matter. Where am I? Friendly 3D printing, which is my little group on Facebook. Has 2,200 members. Command B. I'm on now. I don't like this new Facebook because it used to have all the little rooms back here. I really wish they'd let me order these the way I want to. And then this new window for posting comes up instead of just posting it inside there like it did before. Whatever. Let's see what kind of messages I got on Facebook. Reacted to your post. Asked for the thing. Asked to join. Sculptress. Sure. Don't know who it is. Don't really care. Don't care about Nimba right now. Jerry's birthday's today. Let's go to Jerry's. I don't do that right in there. Let's go to Jerry's birthday. Cake day. What is up, John Mack? We have to get a cake gift for Jerry because it's Jerry's birthday. Cake day. See little kitties with the funny things. All right, what's a good cake day? No, what do you mean no? Happy birthday, my personal chocolate man. No, that doesn't sound good. Not everyone can handle National Chocolate Cake Day. Cake day. Those are cookies. Happy birthday, one of the things. A little Asian dude with a big fork and cake. No cake. Yep, can't do no cake. Oh, fruit cake. Happy cake day. Yeah, there we go. This one looks good. Jerry's cake day. And what else is going on in my notification feed? For sale, don't care. My first project. Let's see what this dude's first project is. The cake is a lie. What is the why original? Design download from web final design. Okay. What the hell's it for? Oh, that's like a windowy lock thing, isn't it? I don't get what it is. Yeah, I think that's a screen window lock. I don't know if I'd trust the 3D print with that, but sure, why not? What else we got here? Second I don't care about. Who's selling what? For sale. He is selling his own custom weirdo Prusia. He doesn't want to let anyone know how much it's costing him. How cool is it? Is it cool? It is kind of cool. It's a cool looking printer, right? I mean, it's a little different. I don't know about the power box up here, but sure. Not sure about this either, but yep, sure. With some belts, no bed. Yeah, he wants too much for it. I can tell you that right now. He wants millions. What else we got? People reacting, 211 reacting to the passing of Jimmy. And that's about it. I don't care about a second. Mark all this red. All right. Move on to Twitter. Did I do Twitter? Did I post on Twitter? I think I did. Yeah, right here. Notifications. What do we got for notifications in Twitter? It's good to know the finances. And somebody's making one already. Latest news, blah, blah, blah. Seen all that. Okay. We are up to date on my social media. The cake is a lie. So I now have to move all this. I think. I don't get what that is. 44. Wait. Did that release anything? Yep. I think I just have a mess here. I have a mess here. So the pie needs to be 49 by 58. Correct? I don't know what all this other crap was. I'm going to delete it all. Actually, I think I can just go like this. Delete. No, pattern suppressing instances all. Yeah, whatever. No problem, man. She's actually talking about, just so you guys know, we were thinking about doing it Saturday, but I got an email from her late last night saying she got on Jimmy's computer and she actually watched my stream there all about Jimmy the first day and a couple others, and she started bawling her eyes out. So she's not going to do it this Saturday. But she's actually got access to all Jimmy's stuff, I guess. She's not sure how it all works, but between me and Viking's been in contact with her a lot too. She's thinking she's going to come on and do a live stream with us for an hour, which would be awesome. Just she really likes that everyone likes Jimmy, and she wants to talk to people and, get an idea of how we influenced us all and, that kind of thing. But we were going to do it Saturday, and she emailed me last night. She says, nah, it's too early. I had a feeling it would be. So maybe next week or thereabouts, we'll get Donna, Jimmy's wife, on the stream. Either me or Viking will. Might do it on Viking's channel. And just, let people talk to her and say hi and sorry. But we're going to try and keep the sorry down as much as we can, because that just makes it worse. But we will do a remembrance of Jimmy stream with his wife. Hopefully, if she can handle it. Too early to know, but we're going to. It's there. The option's there, and she seems to be interested. She really wants to do it. She just, obviously, he just passed days ago. It's kind of overwhelming. So there is that. All right. What's this extrusion? Edit feature. Wait a minute. Cancel. Go back to that. Okay, what? What? Edit sketch. Checked it all. Okay. Finish sketch. Go forward. Take this. Edit feature. Basically that. Okay. That's fixed. Now, I do want to put some venting in it. And let's broadcast the canvas on here, so I can see where I want to put the venting. I want to put venting over stepper drivers right around here, which I already have on the back, which you can't see because the canvas is there. These are the stepper driver locations. This is the MOSFETs and power ends, and this is the processor. If I match that, so I think I want to put some at the bottom here too, so it draws more air. Almost want to do it at the bottom. I'm almost thinking of getting rid of some of these behind the stepper drivers, because this is the back side of the board, and I think it would do more good to have it down here and on the top side of the board where the heat sinks are and the actual stepper drivers are, than on the back side of the actual board. So you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna get rid of every other one of these. Where is that? Edit feature. bottom. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of every other one. There's that much less. Okay. So there's still some venting back there. On the backside of the MOSFETs and power, and still venting along the backside of the actual processor. That'll work. Right. So let's go back. Actually, let's just do a new freaking sketch. And let's project all this crap on there. Project all of this. Okay. That should give me all of those. Which you did. I do want to take this, and I will add more rectangular pattern. Go this away. Actually, let's see if I do one. Oops, wrong one. Then I want like 6, sure, and then 1. And then I can just line these up with those. Okay. And I just won't use that one. So if I do this, and 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 I missed one, that. And then I do a solid, and I go this way, and I turn on section analysis, so I go back, and I can just say cut through to there. Okay. And now I have the venting on the front and the back. Turn off section analysis. You should be able to see basically straight through. Now on the locations, should now can. Okay, turn off that sketch. Now I have to place the pie. The pie, the Raspberry Pi. I like my pie. Gotta have the pie. Must have pie. What's everyone up to? Anything fun and exciting? Nope. Back to Fusion eating. And the pie was, oh crap, now I don't remember what the pie was. How big's a pie? What's the mounting holes of a pie? Anyone know off the top of their frickin' head? I need to have the mounting structure of a pie. Well, let's go look. Add a page. Raspberry Pi 3. BB. Raspberry.org. This will probably have it. What are the dimensions, dude? Specifications. All I want is the mounting size. I already have the damn thing. Documents. Chemical drawings. That'll do it. I don't really want to download them, but sure, why not? And the mounting is 58 by 49. 58 by 49. So I can do one more sketch. I do a square. 58, tab 49. Eight. These, making a construction, put these holes on it. I don't remember how big of a hole I did, but I think I did a 3. 3. Well, let's do 3.5. And do this. Escape. Now, you used to be able to select this. Select this. And select all of these. And go equal. But it's not working anymore. See? It just doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. Worked that time. I don't know exactly how I did that, but so let's take all of this. And move it on to here somewhere. So some of these vents vent the pie. It's not a bad spot, I guess. Some of those vents then will pull across the backside of the pie, helping to cool the pie. Correct? Sure. Everyone agree? Sure they do. Let's see. What else do I got to do here? Do I like that? Sure I do. Let's put a dimension on it. Let's see. This is the one I started with. So let's go from there to there. Okay. Why isn't there a dimension there? There. I don't know what the hell it did. I had something else selected. I think that one. That one. Let's go uneven 67. Turn. And let's go this one. This one. Go this way, I guess. Do an even 65. Oops, not 56, 65. And that locks it all into place. And then I can punch some holes. Got one. That one. I'm going to sneeze. And then that one. And then that one. And then go to my section analysis. Oh, turn it on. Solid. Bring it through. Punch it through to there. What happened? That didn't work. Escape. Okay, this is getting annoying. I want this hole. And shift click this hole. And shift click this hole. And shift click this hole. And spin it around. Go to solid, hit that, and then tell it I want to go to that far. Okay, now there's holes. Correct? Correctamundo? Yes, there is. Edit that analysis. Edit. Go farther down. Get rid of all that mounting crap. Let's go right down to here. Okay. Yeah. I have to make screw holes. And I have no idea. I don't remember anything. I remember nothing. I didn't quit myself out, did I? Nope. Why am I not seeing comments? Well, I guess there are no new comments. Y'all just being silent and stuff. Okay then. Oh crap. Is that pie using an M3 or an M4? I can't remember. I think it's using an M3. Ugh. So I have to remember how big an M3 nut is, because I'm a nut. You're a nut. I'm a nut. Everybody's a nut. Have a nut. Be a nut. What a nut. What kind of a nut are you? It's all very nutty. Put this away for a minute. I need to clear my head from that. Stop screen sharing. Good morning, red light. How are you on this fine day of heat and humidity? It's very hot and humid. But I'm going to have some coffee. I'm actually getting tired. I've been up too long. I normally wake up like 5:30, but I don't get out of bed until almost 7. I'll sit up and go to the bathroom and do some, but I kind of hang out in bed and do nothing for an hour, at least. I was up. I was awake at 4:30, did a lot of my crap, left at like 5:30, 5:45, and I was at Lowe's door at 6 o'clock this morning. So my day's half over already. Finally stay awake for 8 hours, my day's half over. Oh, crap. Most of you is just now getting up. Oh. So there's that. I need to finish that so I can print that, because it's going to take all damn day to print that box. And then it's going to take another day to figure out what I screwed up in it. Oh, I still have to put the slot in it for the USB connector, too. Well, I should do that now. Let's bring that Fusion-y thing back up. Back to sharing the screen. Okay. Ready analysis. I can hide, go way back to here before I put top on it. Punch a hole right here, because that's where it's going to be. I want to know the height, so any one of these studs will work, but let's do this stud. Okay. And let's turn on the canvas so I know where it is. It's right there. So if I do a hole right around here, like so, I should have the USB covered. How big is a USB port? Does that look about right? It's actually got to be higher than that because of the thickness of the board and all that, but I'm not going to be that perfect about it. What do I have that I can measure a USB socket? What do we got? What do we got? I got a board here somewhere so I can measure one. Somewhere. All my stuff is miscombobulated. Where's one of my boards? I got a board around here somewhere. Hey, there's stuff in there. Well, that's the impound. That's the headphones. Yeah. Here's the board. Here's the burned up board. God, I opened the box. All I can smell is burnt electronics. I'm gonna fire that thing up one of these days. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it was just a stepper driver. So the minimum is 12.5 by 12. It's pretty much square. So if I make it a millimeter or two, let's make it a 2 just to be on the safe side. Escape dimension 14. If I need to make that 14 by 14.5 because of the board thickness. The way I know it clears. This one at 14. 14. And dimension from there to there will be, that's an even 13. Okay. And let's go from there to there. It's going to be 70. Let's go 77. I should line that up. Top. Actually needs to go more. 78. Top. That looks like it lines up pretty good. I'm going to go a little bit less. 78.77.5. It looks, I want to go more again. Which I don't know how close I am, but 77.75. And we're there. It's as good as I'm going to do it for now. Okay. So we go to solids, take this, punch a hole, go to here. Okay, now I have a USB hole. And one thing I've discovered I always like to do, I can get rid of that there canvas thing, confusing the crap out of me, is put a pitch on that. So it's easier to get it in there. We'll just do 2. Sketch. I got a little angle thing and USB plugs all there and everything should work. Right. Go back to the end. Hopefully nothing screws up. We are close to done. Close. Knees feeling better? That's good. Well, they gave you good drugs, right? Hop on in here if you want. If you want to hang out and BS. Oh, crap. Oh, boy, I'm ready for a nap. I'm such an old fart. I am not going to do a damn thing out in the yard today, I don't think, unless the humidity really does break. They said it was supposed to break, and it's just not. It's still humid as crap, but we're the last ones to get it, too, so it'll probably be like noon, 1 o'clock when the humidity kicks out here. Let's see what the weather's. dumbass. Okay, let's try that again. I did my usual in the window I'm streaming in thing. Let's see what the weather does. It actually show like the humidity and crap? So the storms just left like a few hours ago. They're saying it's raining up here, but I think you'll find that's just fog on the radar. And today, the weather today, morning. They don't really give you any humidity. 86%. Yep, pretty much. By noon. Humidity 63%. Humidity 57%. Humidity 76%. That's at 10, 11, 12. So right around lunchtime is when humidity is going to drop. 55%. 54%. 47%. Oh, 43%. That is getting sweet. 50% is going to go back up at 6 o'clock, but that's pretty nice. So this afternoon, it's going to be pretty nice out. So they say. So they say. Invite. Copy to clipboard. Anybody want in? You're not just listening to me babble about Fusion Nation. Let's go over to Discord. I wonder how much crap's going to be on Discord. Wow, that's pretty cool watching a little spinny dude. Let's add Vince. What is up, Vince?
Oh, just getting started for the day.
Just getting started. I've been started for hours and hours. Team Lounge. All the way down to shenanigans. Dan started streaming at 10:30 last night. I watched that for about 10 minutes and fell asleep.
Yeah.
My ass. Actually, you were in there, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
How late did you guys end up streaming till?
I think he cut it around 1. He wasn't going to stay on that long, but...
Jesus, I thought he was just losing his foot. He lost his whole lower leg.
Yeah, just below the knee.
Yeah, he said mid-calf. Ow! Okay, that's enough of that miserable stuff.
All right, where was I?
So, yeah. Oh, crap, I'm tired. Been thinking too much this morning. So, I bought a new lawnmower. Basically the exact same one I got. Because mine's like 7, 8 years old.
Uh-huh.
And it's a battery powered. And me and my brothers kind of screwed up in a good way. My father's credit card, which we can't take the money out of the credit card because the whole estate BS is still being settled. Mm-hmm. But I can use the credit card for some necessities. Basically, me and my brother were both paying the credit card, and we kept paying it thinking it was a negative number, and they were actually showing a positive number. So every time we paid the credit card, the number got higher, and then we were both paying it. So it started out like a $100 bill, and now it's got $3,000 in the credit card because we were both paying the bill. Plus, we were paying the bill that didn't need to be paid because there was money in the account. We didn't know anything. We actually we were in the green, not the red. Anyway, so I got to spend it. So I bought a new lawnmower, and I'm going to buy a weed whacker. But I bought the exact same lawnmower I got. The lawnmower I got, I like. It's nice. It's okay. It's electric. The only thing wrong with it is one of the battery. It takes 2 batteries. Mm-hmm. One of the battery ports isn't always working. It's like finicky. I mean, the thing's 7 years old. My father beat the crap out of it, and then I beat the crap out of it. Anyway, I bought a new one. Bought the same thing. Was at Lowe's today. The upgraded one was $50 less than what I just paid for the freaking one I got.
That's not bad.
I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I got it off of Amazon. I may freaking return it and go to Lowe's and buy the newer one. Now, The advantage of the one I got is it's a plastic shell, which everyone bitches about, but I've never had a problem with it in 7 years, 8 years. When did I buy it? 6 years ago, 2014. Bought it in April 2014. So 6, 7 years, which is not bad for an electric lawnmower. I mean, come on. The plastic body is almost 10 pounds lighter than the metal bodies, though. 10 pounds lighter. It's a lot of freaking weight. And that thing rolls like a dream. So I'm kind of iffy if I want to. Plus the one I just got, it's got the big, huge, it's got like a 6 or 8 amp hour battery in it. It's got the freaking massive battery. Even though it's a 40 volt instead of a 60 volt, the new one's a 60 or 80 volt. You can get the 80, but the 60 is the one on sale. But the other thing is I got to get a weed whacker too. And the weed whacker for the one I got is $350. And Lowe's has the 60 volt again for $299 or $199. So it's almost half the price. It's $150 less. And it comes with the little handheld blower. But it's not the same machine. I like my weed whacker is the attachment compatible, which allows me to use the attachments, but it's real back end heavy because the motor and the battery are behind you instead of the motor down at the head like most of them are. So it's real back end heavy, which doesn't really bother me. And I'm all 40 volt. I've got 40 volt chainsaws and lawnmowers and weed whackers and hedge trimmers and all my craps. I got a blower. I got a bunch of 40 volt batteries. So if I stay with the 40 volt, I got more batteries. And that's the other thing. My batteries are still, I've got one bad battery in 6 years. That's not bad. Most of those things last a couple of years and you're replacing batteries. The batteries are $100, $150 a pop.
Wow. How big? I mean, hold on a second. I mean, get back to the window. So how big size-wise is the battery?
The 40 volt 4 amp, which is what I have mostly of, are about that big.
And they cost how much?
They're about 100 and 110. If you get the name brand battery, you can get them for $60, $70. Now the 60 volt are even more. They're almost $200, and the 80 are almost $200 also. If I went to the bigger batteries, I am hearing a lot of complaints about the bigger batteries. It seems like when they first came out, they made everything a little bit better, trying to sell them, and now they're kind of getting cheapo. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay with the 40 volt I got. It freaking works. My 40 volt weed whacker with the 4 amp batteries, I'm clearing brush and hedges with. It's a freaking electric weed whacker. And I'm cutting down, I put freaking one of the blades on it, and I freaking cleared half my property with it, probably 3 or 4 acres with it.
Well, it sounds like you're quite happy with what you have. And if it's the battery packs are all compatible, I mean, it just sounds like.
Well, that's just it. But I kind of like the idea of that big ass freaking battery. That's the only thing that my lawnmower, I get like an hour out of it off of a battery with a 40 volt, which is plenty. Now, my lawn is not a lawn, and it's not, the average everyday person mowing their lawn will not get that much. My lawn is mostly moss, so I'm cutting the 1 or 2 hairs that are sticking up above the moss. That's all I'm really doing, which is why it lasts so long. Most people only probably get like a half hour, 3/4 of an hour out of a battery. It takes 2 batteries, and it doesn't use them all at the same time. It uses one, and then when it's dead, it goes the other, which my current lawnmower is no longer doing. It's only using one, which is why I bought the new one. I don't know. It's all very confusing. I think I'm just going to stay with my 40 volt crap.
Well, then you got plenty of batteries. And
yeah. The problem is that I can get the weed whacker for the 60 volts so much cheaper. And it comes with the heavy duty, it's a handheld leaf blower, but I have the little 40 volt one. It's,
All right. So you've already got one lawnmower that does work.
But I got 2 lawnmowers that work now. One's still in a box.
Well, no, I was gonna say, but you had one that was working. That's just beat up.
It still works. It's just one of the battery ports went dead, and it's making noise. You know, it's on its. If it makes it through the year, I'll be surprised.
You know, you definitely got options there, but it almost sounds
Plus, I got blades for it. Because the one I have is a dual motor 10-inch. It takes two 10-inch blades. They're actually 11 instead of one big 21-inch. It's only a 20-inch cut, not a 21-inch cut, but it takes two little blades, which I have a boatload of those too. Just concerned about the weed whacker. If I could go with I don't know. I think I'll just stay with what I got. It'll cost a little more money, but I could get the attachment compatible, which means I could buy, the edger, and you just snap it on. You can buy the hedge trimmer, the pole saw. They all, they're all like $50 because you're just buying a click-on attachment. You're not buying the only problem with it is the thing's real tail heavy because both the motor and the battery are behind you when you're weed whacking. The nose of it, if you hold it in the middle, it just goes, the string trimmer pops up out of the air. There's all the weights in the back. There's no weight at the nose. Now they have the motor down at the head and the battery, and all you're basically doing is a big long rod with a wire running down there for the controls. So it's more evenly balanced.
I don't know if you could find a way to put a little counterweight just to.
Yeah, you don't want to add any more weight to it. That's the one thing about that weed whacker is it's heavier than a gas powered. I have no idea who that is.
Call from Northwest NY.
Junk mail.
Call from Northwest NY.
I don't know anybody in New York.
Oh, I get calls like that. New York, California, all over the place, and it's the same automated message. It's just all spam. So I don't answer. If you're not in my phone book, I'm not going to answer unless it's a local number and I'm possibly waiting for a call from a business or something like like a physical therapist. I got a call.
It's surprising that I actually get them because that's the one good thing about Comcast. If you have their phones, I'll go in and if I don't like that number, like I'll research that number, and if I find out it's some spammer, I can go into Comcast and block them forever. Never get them again.
Yeah, and then they'll call you from another spoof.
Yeah, number. They can do another number, but it does too. You can punch in their name. So if it's a company, that's why a lot of them have stopped doing the company and they just do the town. But if I get like 2 or 3 of the call from the same place, I'll just block the number and that's that. And it'll never go through. They'll get the we're sorry, this number's disconnected.
I got an email. Looks like my Filament One Profile box is arriving today. For last month.
Profile boxes. You're one of the few I know that gets that.
Yeah, well, they've had it a little rough, so they didn't send out last month's box. So I'm getting last month's box this week. And unless they send it both up at the same time, then another week or two I'll have this month's box.
Yeah, if they can get it out. They're not doing so great, are they?
The last 2 months they were having a little rough time because of the COVID.
Yeah, well,
so
Josh and Print Solid are both having the same problem with their boxes too.
Yeah, and I'm a patient person. I mean, I'm not. I got so much filament. I got filament over the last couple of months. I haven't even opened up yet.
Yeah.
I got like that. I probably got about 6 more that I haven't even opened up.
Yeah. I just ordered 2 rolls. My brothers approved my my play money for the month. And the first thing I did, I went to Printed Solid, went 2 rolls. Jesse Filament. Got 2 more rolls of Jesse. I got the slime green metallic and the black, whatever he calls it, midnight metallic. Or not metallic, but glitter. Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like that. Warcocky I did, and hard sound to it.
Angry Warcocky.
But yeah, that's done with the Filament One gray metallic. So when the light hits it,
Filament One, that's a Vertigo gray or whatever they call it.
No, this one is a metallic gray.
Anyway,
They have a metallic or a glint. I'm sorry, glint.
Glint, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the little flakes in it. So, but they
Which
said
one,
that the to make up for the delays and everything, that the total of 4 rolls and filaments and stuff are going to be pretty good filaments. That's what they say, but I'll know what it is.
So I can't. If I had money to blow, I'd probably do the monthly subscription, but I'm not big on samples, and most of them are samples. The trophy box is actually real rolls.
Yeah, they're full.
Yeah.
And for the
like,
$47,
I probably wouldn't do. I don't know. I just don't get the. If I want filament, I'll go out and buy it. I don't want to. You know what I mean? Randomly selected. I don't know what I'm going to get. I just don't want to deal with. I know what I want, and I'll get what I want when I want it.
Well, but that's the thing. I mean, if you do, say like with Alien, you got samples, so you can kind of see some other filaments that you probably wouldn't buy. You can kind of play with it and go, yeah, I like it right now. But he throws in like the little electronics projects and stuff, so you can mess with it. You kind of get more than just filament. You get a little something extra. And the filament one,
he's one of the few I'd probably actually do if I had money to blow and I could afford it. I don't think. I mean, nothing against printed solid. I don't think I'd do the regular. What do you call it? The printed solid, as maker box or whatever it is. It just doesn't interest me. I would like to get some. I don't know. Samples annoy me. They're hard to print when they're a pain in the ass to deal with.
I don't know. The only problem I have with samples is I haven't been printing much, so I have like almost 2 boxes of just samples that I've accumulated, which I was going to send like a handful of them to Jimmy, just get a little something to play around with, because I got more than 8. But they're nice because I have such an assortment of colors. But it's the amounts, there's only so much in the filament. So if you're printing small stuff, it's not bad. But
by the time you set it up, tune it, you've used half your little sample.
I don't even tune it, because I throw it on my Prusa. I basically have a PLA that I just run at within the temperature range they have, and then I just go to print.
But you can't really do much with samples. They're too. I don't know.
Well, it depends. I mean,
they are halfway decent.
Yeah, like something like this doesn't take much filament. You could probably almost print like at least 2 of these out of depending on the filament amount on the sample. But yeah, you can. I mean, it just depends on what you want to print. But the nice thing is, if I weigh this and I know how much it's going to weigh, and I go ahead.
What is that? Hold that back up. That looked nice.
That is the Prusa Pet G something red.
I don't even want a sample of that, even though I already know I like that color, because I know I can't afford to buy that Prusa freaking filament. So the Prusa filament isn't all that expensive till you get shipping.
Yeah. In other words, you either got to buy enough stuff to make it worth it.
Yeah, I think if you go over a certain amount, he gives you a wicked discount on shipping, but it's like multiple hundreds of dollars, and I just don't have that kind of money to blow on filament right now.
No, the only excuse me, I'm not saying the only way that would work is if you had a group of people and you just place one order, get one shipment in, but then you're either
but then you got to ship it around, and that costs as much.
About $14. No, but I mean, like say in a group, in an area, not like all over. Like if you had 4 other people in your area that do 3D printing, even though they may not, pop around stuff. Yeah.
There's enough U.S. made filaments that there's nothing more really slacking around here that you can't just order. I got to say, some of those fancy filaments I do like, though.
Oh yeah.
I really want the Prusa, the green and the brown there. That's all like multicolor when you turn it. What the hell do they call that? The mystic green and mystic brown.
Oh yeah.
Want both of those. The mystic green I really would like. Green, brown, and purple. I think they have a blue or a purple that's like that. I would like to try those because they're the only ones I know that do that. And then like some of the, I think it's Filament One or Filamentum or whoever it is that does the Vertigo series that you always see. They're like a metallic but different.
Oh, I'm not sure which one does that.
Wicked. Pretty sure it's filamentum, which Josh carries, but once again, it's $40 a roll for the crap, and you're not even getting a full roll. Then you got to ship it. Ends up being $50, $60 for 370 grams of plastic. It's like, no. Not happening. Math is hard. What's up, Andrew? Hop in here if you want, Andrew. I got to go back to finishing this so I can print it because I want to print it today. So all I need to do left is put nut hole supports in here for the fans and here for the I'd go it. So, and I'm not sharing my screen anymore, and I probably should if I'm going to sit here and play with Fusion. But, excuse me. Hop on in, Andrew. Let's see. What I'm using, M3s. Oh, my stuff's hidden now. It's all over here now. I moved it all. All got kind of put away. Kind of, sort of, kind of. All right, we have. Oh, something I just. Oh, that's a little thingy fell off. The little latch. That's bizarre. Never had that happen before. Not even sure how it stays on there. Oh, it just keys in.
Yeah, at some point I need to
See,
categorize my filament. I got things kind of broke down in tubs between I got the Micro Center Inland, so I got a thing of a bunch of those. I've got a thing of
never let the machines win T-shirt. Why do I not have a freaking Mike T-shirt? Mike, where's my damn T-shirt?
he can send you an STL and you can print one. Oh.
I want my damn T-shirt. I think I'm the only one. I'll send you a 3D printing llama T-shirt if you send me a Never Let the Machines Win T-shirt. Extra large. 5.26 it says.
Yeah, but a lot of those filaments I've gotten off of like the auction stuff, I've got inland filaments. I've got I got a couple of rolls of protopasta that I got.
There are no events, Mike. How am I going to meet you at an event when they don't have any?
So that means you can get a virtual shirt, just a picture sent to you.
No virtual shirts.
Actually, that would be funny. Do the little virtual things. Everybody who signs up and attends the virtual event, you'll be emailed a virtual T-shirt,
okay,
or just like a little photo of one. There you go. Here's your T-shirt.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. I'm trying to do this on a little window, and it's driving me nuts. Analysis. Go here. Close that off. Turn new one on. Do it right here. I want to create a hex poly thing. Off of there. And half of what the hell did that was? .2 something. 5.3, 5.3. So if I go a little over 5.5, so half of that's 2 point something. Math hurts. I can't do math today. What's half of 5.5?
Half a point. Let's see, 2.5 would be half, and then add a quarter. So,
So
2 3/4.
678, right? Or 2.675. Yeah, 2.7. That way I've got print room, right? Did I do that right? Let's find out. 5.4. Now let's make it bigger. Escape. 2.8. Oh, it's 2.875, huh? So I want to do like 2.9. What did it end up being? 6.8. 5.8. Why did I say 6.8? 5.8. That should fit. Close. So there's that. Let's take this one. Make it horizontal vertical. That clinks it in. Let's do some more polys. I wish they do full length. 2.9. 2.9 turned. More polys. I think there's a way I can just do that with a quick click, but 2.9. Whoops, 9. And one more. 2.9. That didn't. Okay, it did. And then escape. I can take that, and I can go out 3-ish. Actually, I do it in multiple.
Misplaced my pen.
Oh, I forgot to horizontal vertical, horizontal vertical, horizontal vertical. That locks everything in. And this one. Can I do multiples? I don't want to let you do multiples anymore. 3. Okay. I gotta sit here and do this with each one of these. 3. And do this one. 3. And do that. That. Do that. Solid. Do it. I don't know how deep are these things these days. It helps if I turn the calipers on. 3, but I really don't even want to go that far. I only need to go to here, so 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. And then, just to make them a little more beefy like, let's do this. This one here. And let's do 2.5.
You know, one day somebody will have a system set up where you can take a drawing with all the measurements, scan it in, and it'll like do the optical recognition, just do all that stuff for you.
Yeah.
Kind of like reverse engineering. Instead of getting it to that point, just reverse it back down.
So that works. Okay. I have nice new little pretty stud holders for the pie, so I can glue the frickin' nut right in there and it ain't gonna slip around. Never Let the Machines has a store. Open link in new tab. Let's check it out.
It's nice.
Original orange. $25. Out of stock. Oh, I kind of like the brown one too. Groovy gray. I actually
Somehow
kind of like that color. That looks nice.
I didn't apparently scroll far enough down the screen. I just kind of saw the main one.
Out of stock. It's just not meant to be, man. Reverse drafting. Yeah, pretty much. All right, we can turn off section analysis. Those should be all in there. Now, all I have to do is do the same thing for the fan ports. For some reason, I think that hole's too big. Why does that hole look too big? It's right here, isn't it? Yep. Edit feature. Actually, I want to cancel. I want to edit the sketch. 38.5. That should be small. Right? That should be too damn small. Too damn small. Okay. That should work. I don't know. Something else ain't right. Because those shouldn't be at 40. They should be at 32. Back of this sketch here. Huh? Edit. Yeah, this should be at 32. If I remember correctly. 32. Where the hole should be. The fan. This can go away. It's updating everything. Crashing out. Bugging out. Weirding me out. Ah, crap. Oh, history marker. Edit feature. Where the hell is it? It's over there. Cancel. Okay, why did that do that weirdness? Edit feature. Don't want to do anything with that. Cancel. You can actually get rid of that. I know what that's supposed to be, but delete. Delete. And this one, which is that one I'm doing there, is supposed to be lined up with here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I want you right there. And I want it. Are they threes or fours? They're threes, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. And then it'll rotate it and put in the rest of them holes. What is wrong with your C pattern? Edit feature. God damn it. Selected, selected, selected. Okay. What's the problem? Why did you error out? Shell upper. Actually, I don't want to do that. I just want to do another section analysis from, say, why is it not letting me select them? God, I hate that. That's the crap that irritates me. Not letting me do what I want. Section analysis. Let's go this way. Come on. You can do it. Go way down to there. Okay. What happened? Look at it from that angle. Of course, doesn't put it anywhere near on screen where I want it. And let's do a sketch here. And this should be the last frickin' thing I have to do before I can 2.9. Is there a key for that? Nope. I can just put it into toolbar. It's on a different frickin' sketch. 2.9. And then project. All this. Okay. Now, when I go to do this, I got something to click on. 2.9, 2.9. Add a little more right here. 2.9. That ain't the same size. We can see. Didn't take my 2.9 somewhere. 2.9. Why is it not taking my 2.9? What the hell? 6. Tab. 2.9. Horizontal. 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 Sure, close enough. Escape. Offset. 3. Actually, I don't need to do that much. 2.5 is plenty. Set. 2.5. Offset. 2.5. Offset. 2.5. And then I gotta cut it in all kinds of funky ways because it's overlapping the fan hole. I believe I can just do this. Don't necessarily want it there. And then I do escape. And I take this thing and I want it coincidence with this corner. And I want it coincidence with that corner. That should straighten it out. And then I want to do the same thing over here. Just draw a line. Escape. Hate it when it wants to keep drawing lines. And draw a line. And draw a line. And coincidence everything. This one to there. And to there. And this one to there. And there. That's not really what I want, is it? Nope. Command Z, Command Z. Command Z. I want coincidence with this one. That one. And that one. That gives me the cut I'm looking for. And then this with that. And this with that. Escape. Now I can extrude this, and this. Solid. How do I know these are going to all join? Do 2.5. Join. Okay. Does that look all right? Sure it does. All I got to do is hold it while I glue it. And last but not least, put a little pitch on them. Wait, so I can get in there and look. Not that far. Right there. Okay. What's everyone doing? Anybody doing anything exciting besides me babbling about what I'm doing? What is up, Tanner? Jump in here, buddy. If you'd so like to. And let's put some, let's do the roundies. That one, and that one, and that one, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Let's go over here and do this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, and this one over here, and that one there, and that one there, and that one there, and then 2.5. Why isn't it working? I did 2.5. That's gonna freak out. 2.25. Good enough. Good enough for the Govy. That should work. And turn off section analysis. And I should be able to save that. Everything should be good. Ready to print. What is up? You do it. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it been? What's life? Oh my God, I'm ready for a nap. Oh, crap. Hey, there's a Tanner. I didn't even hear him beep in. Did you just get in here, and or you been sitting there waiting for me to notice that you were there?
No, I just got here.
Dude, you look more tired than I feel.
Had a show last night. Got another one today and another one tomorrow.
How'd you do? I mean, were there people there and crap, or was it just a waste of your fucking time?
There were people, but they didn't show up till like 9. And so we finished at 10:15. So didn't have much opportunity to make much in tips.
Why didn't you just stay on stage longer, or is someone scheduled after you?
At 10:15, we get off stage. Another band sets up and plays till 2:15.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you're the early evening, not the late evening.
Right.
Which the late evening guys are the ones that get all the money because that's all the drunken idiots who are tipping everybody at that point.
Actually, no. People are horrible tippers on closing shifts.
Really?
Yeah.
I always found bartending was just the opposite. The late people freaking always tip like crazy because they were just too stupid and drunk.
Closing shifts on Broadway in Nashville, it's all 20-somethings that don't have any money. And what money they have, they're going to spend on booze, not on the band.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, though.
From 2:00 in the afternoon to the 10 p.m. time, actually from about 2 to 8 is your prime spots to make money, because then the crowds you have are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. And people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s have money.
Ooh, I knew there was one more thing I had to do.
Most people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, anyway.
I have to put.
I'm in my 40s. I can't say I have money.
Somebody here? I just heard a car door.
Hey, get off my yard.
So, Vince, you still getting the Pro-Fi box?
Yeah, I've got notification that last month's should arrive today. It's out for delivery.
I may get to go play with my new pitchfork.
Well, I just did a project for them, so you'll be seeing that soon.
Cool.
Project for who?
They basically, and I never got any emails or anything, and my friend's like, hey, have you gotten your box yet for last month? I'm like, no. So I emailed them, and they're like, they finally sent an email. I don't think just were like delayed notifying people, but they apologized that they didn't get the May box out. And they're like, we're going to mail the May boxes out in the beginning of June, with plans like the following week to start shipping out the June boxes. But they're like, there'll be some great projects. There's going to be great accessories, and there's going to be some really great filament. So.
Well, I just did a project for their June box.
Which
June box.
Unless they sent both boxes in order to just get it out all at once, I'll probably get that within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just did a project for their June box because apparently they've got a military green in the June box.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they said the filament.
I'm probably. They didn't tell me. Shane didn't tell me not to say anything. I won't go into specifics on the project. I'll let that be a surprise. But
okay, I have no idea.
But he reached out to me on Wednesday, and he's like, "Do you have anything that you could throw at this?" And I was like, "When do you need it?" And he's like, "Well, it's for the June boxes, and they're going out in any day now." And I'm like, "Oh, so you need it like immediately?"
Or soon enough that they could post it.
So my concern is I haven't had a chance to test print the item.
Mm.
That's my concern. But it was because I had I sent it to him yesterday. So in less than 24 hours, I made something.
What? Yeah, not to have any pressure or anything, but
yeah, it's freaking out. Trying to go to angles and pitches and.
So I didn't have a lot of time.
2.9.
I was like, ideally, I'd like to have time to test print something before it goes to the public, but
ideally. But 2020 is not an ideal year.
No, it's not.
So yeah, in 24 hours, I built something. Now, when he reached out to me, I didn't want him to go, okay, well, you don't have anything ready. That's okay. So I told him I had a vehicle that was close to being done, which was a lie. I'm sorry.
Liar.
Wait,
You
wait.
liar.
Open app, click. All right, now it's getting closer.
Yeah,
Not totally lying. It's just what stage of close.
Right. Yeah. So, well, that's the benefit of having designed so many vehicles already.
Mhm.
Is I was pulling in some parts from, like, it's the wheels, tires, and steering wheel are all from the Rep Ranger. So I didn't have to design those. I just had to copy and paste them over into.
Well, but that's the thing you were talking about, how having your stuff being kind of modular, that you can adapt and
Right.
kind of
So all I
modify
was
and move
doing
things
was
around.
making a new body and new frame and. Stuff like
That's
that.
cool.
So
Save. I think I'm
Well,
done
then I
with
cannot wait to see it.
the power box. Hopefully.
and so I'll be getting the June box as well for making this for them. So
Partial payment or full payment?
the cool thing is when they send out this stuff, they also send out like the designers like Patreon and all that kind of stuff. So it has the potential to come back.
Yeah, they usually
as more.
Have the link to the person plus.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those a little bit of publicity things.
These two.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna combine.
So no, the vehicle wasn't close, but in my mind, I'm like, if I pull over parts from existing vehicles, it's close because I can, build anything just about anything in a day if it's using a bunch of shared components.
This is what I can see. Eventually, at some point, you have things broken down, like the fenders and the grills and all that, and then it's just basically like you could go in and just click, well, I want this grill, this is up, okay, and then hit assemble.
Yeah,
and then
ultimately,
just already
on down
it.
the line, I would like to organize it in some sort of way and put it up on my own website where you pick and choose your parts.
Yeah.
And I've been playing around with. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called right now. Anyway, it's a Blender interface for the web.
Mm-hmm.
And it allows you can like add and remove parts and things like that. So there's a little programming and stuff involved too, but that's what I used to do. So I mean, I think I can handle it. But that's going to be a ways down the line because I just don't have time. Where you'll pick your parts and then it'll put them together for you on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd just be like, you just go online, you click and say, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this, and then all of a sudden you like, okay, here's your model, and then you pay for it and get all your STLs for all the different parts to print.
Yeah, that would be ideal for future.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you start with a basic chassis and everything's just building off of that.
Right. So then you'd go down and you'd check a checkbox, and when you check that checkbox, it'll drop that part on the screen.
Yeah, so you got a basic chassis and then various different body styles and different accessories as far as like how you want your different fenders. Or I'll tell you what, that would be something that would be kind of cool, because just even just playing around with clicking and seeing what kind of combination you can come up with.
Right, and then you come up with like an individual price set for each STL or whatever, where the little Gatling gun here is 50 cents. You click on it and
Sander over this. I really want a nice face on this, and this is anything but nice right now. I have beaten the snots out of this pad.
Yeah, there's my TH3D mat on the S4 has a big gouge missing out of it, and it's been that way since I got it. And then I got the new thing to put on it, but I decided to hold off because I want to get a flex plate and put it on the flex plate.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to get some.
You do know there's going to be a new one of these here, Tanner, right? You heard that?
Uh-uh.
It's going to be burgundy.
Yeah.
And it's going to have my logo on it.
Cool.
Hopefully. We're looking at it. If it's not too cost prohibitive, we may do it. Because then basically what the deal is
But I thought a llama build surface was blue tape.
Well, you know.
I've got a whole roll of llama build surface right here.
Llama build surface. I have multiple rolls of it. Now, llama mats, they'll be burgundy.
You know what? If you can get like a generic rolls of tape, if you can just get generic rolls of tape to where when the cellophane wrap and the sticker that's on it, we just call it, llama tape or something.
The new TH3Ds are going to be black, and they're just going to have like a little blue logo in the corner, which look nice. We were going over it the other day. They're nice, but
now he's not planning on having all the sizes anymore, is he?
No, he's just going to carry the 235 and 300, I think, or 310.
Yeah, see, it's useless for me.
Why? What size you got?
400 by 400.
Oh,
well, it's 410 by 410.
So you get the 200s and you cut squares and you put them on there.
No, I'm not.
He'll custom order them for you, but it's ridiculously expensive. No, this is not fake tack. It's completely different. It's a different material. It's kind of like a polycarbonate, like you print with, but it's different. This is not build tack. It's a much harder surface. It's much harder. Build tack is kind of, almost want to say build tack is foamy in comparison. It's softer, rubberier. This is a very hard.
Here you can see one with that's not on a plate or anything, and you can see
it's much, it's
how stiff it is.
It's not as
because I'm just holding it at the one end, and it's only flopping that much. I mean, this stuff is thick and
it's a completely different material than a build tack.
Yeah, because the only thing that's it's got the 3M backing paper on it that's not adding any rigidity to it. So you can see.
I like build tack. The problem is where I dick around with the printer so much. Every time I put a sheet of build tack in there, first thing I do is go over, hone the nozzle. Of course, you do it hot because you want to get everything, get the little blob out. It drives the freaking nozzle right into the build tack. It drives a hole in it. If you drive this with a hot nozzle, as long as you catch it really fast, it won't melt this.
No.
If you stick it in there and go, oh crap, and pull it away, it won't put it all. If you leave it there, yes, it's going to freaking burn.
Yeah, I've got a dot at the home position.
Yeah.
That's melted.
Yep.
There's a divot, the shape of the nozzle.
I got a little swell right here because it's pushed in there a few times, and it's pushed in, and then it fans out around the nozzle as it pushes down into it. There's a little upbeat hole. But I think I'm going to go palm sand this real quick. I'm trying to think of where my palm sander is before I go out there. Wim Bam flex plates are good. I have no problems with TH3Ds. His sheet is a little thinner. If you were trying to hook it up to the like the Prusias with the little magnets everywhere, it might be a little weaker with the the car door magnets that everyone's using now, like TH3D and Wham Bam Art. This is just fine. I almost like it better because it's a little more flexible. The Wham Bam's is a little stiffer. The other one is, and that's actually pretty close to you, Tanner, and they're cheaper, is Printed Solid has just the spring steel now. When they're cheap, they're like $20. I think that's what this one is. I wish you do it. Start listing the size. You list them by the printer they attach to, because this is the one for the rail core.
Right.
which is like, I don't know, 340 by 310 or something weird. It's a weird size. As you can see, my 310 piece of PEI didn't quite fit on it, but who cares? I'm not going to go any bigger than that. So I actually did fire up the lava core last night. What did I put? A benchy. I printed like this.
Chris Riley would be proud.
This is like the third benchy I've ever printed, and it came out all right. It's not perfect, but considering I haven't run that over a month.
It's funny at this point. I almost associate the benchy more with Chris Riley than I do the guy that created the freaking thing, Daniel Murray.
Yep, I do too. I concur. All right, I got to pull out this filament. Pulling out the bright green filament. Pulling out the bright green filament. Pull it out, pull it out. Let's extrude a little first. And then do a boatload really fast retraction.
So Vince, how do do they distribute the files when they distribute files for stuff for the Profile box?
They don't per se. What they do is on the little flyer that comes with it, it has a web address to go to, and then on the web address, it basically has like what's the contents in the box and some information. And then it'll have like the project, and it'll have the link to where to go to get the file.
Because they just had me send them the files. They didn't have me like put it somewhere.
Yeah,
or anything.
I mean, they would have like say like if they had a link to your site for your Patreon in case somebody wants to join, but then they just have a link to click on to download the file. But you have to have the you have to have the link to go to.
Right.
And the link is put in, and it changes every month.
Right. I was just curious if they're like hosting it somewhere on their site or.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say their site because when you go to their site, it'll have like a slash, and then you put whatever it is for that month, and then it takes you to a page. But I think it still shows up as theirs. But I mean, I don't know if that's their server or wherever it is. But I think it's just off of their site.
I was just curious
how they take me anywhere unless I click on the Patreon link.
Because after I sent them the files, I'm like, is that it, or do I need to put the files somewhere? And
no, they host it.
Okay.
Oh, this one's already.
Jesse, burn your frickin' retinas out orange. I love this filament. I gotta say, I just ordered more Jesse filament. I'm really been happy with it, especially for the money.
With all the printers and everything I get, I have amassed quite a collection of snips.
And let's get it up in the air so it doesn't just dribble all over.
Allergies are killing me today.
And it's not taking it. Well, yes, it is. There's nothing coming out.
All right.
Pulling the cord. Here it goes. Squirting some funny looking green and orange. Now it's turned orange. Green and orange mix makes kind of a nasty brown.
What are you trying to sell a Tronxy X5 SA? No.
Tronxy S5 SA?
X5.
X5. Oh, that's that.
Their Core XY machine.
Yeah. I would buy one of those for about $100.
Yeah, this is $350. No.
I mean, there's actually a lot of parts. The only thing that's really bad is the actual mountings. You know, they're all acrylic, not even aluminum or even the good plastic. They're all acrylic and they crack.
Yeah.
But it's actually not, you know, I've looked at it. It's not a terrible design. It's just
no. You know, the machine's overall design and functionality is good. It's just its execution with the quality of parts they used is bad.
Yeah, their pulleys are all out of round and
right. Like if you buy there's people who sell like upgrade kits.
Yep.
To get rid of all the acrylic and to get your belt paths better.
And by the time you do all that, you might as well have just bought a better printer in the first place.
Right. But I mean, the frame itself would be useful.
Yeah, no, the whole thing it's not a bad layout.
I'd probably pitch the board and all the wires though. And the hot end.
You know, those hot ends aren't all that bad either. If you tune it right, again, it's a
probably
PLA
the same one
only.
that's on my X1.
But those hot ends aren't terrible. All those Creality hot ends, they work. As long as you're just doing PLA. If you're trying to do, you know, ABS and a lot of PETG, if you're going to do PETG a lot, you might as well get rid of it because you need an all-metal hot end. But
Yeah, that's why.
they're all based on that Creality hot end. It's not a terrible hot end. It's not the best, but you know, you're not paying $60 for it either. You're paying, you know, $5.99.
Right. Well, you know, I don't know if it's just because of the Bondtech extruder or if the E3D V6 that's on the Bondtech direct drive, but all in all, everything got better when I swapped to that. So I don't know how much of that is the direct drive, how much of that is that the direct drive is a Bondtech, and how much of that is the hot end is now an E3D V6.
Yes, and yes. A cumulative yes.
It's all name brand authentic, no knockoffs.
I'm going to use this one.
But I could almost buy an Ender 3 for the price of that direct drive.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, it's just like, I don't know.
But every once in a while you go, you know what? I'm sick of messing with stuff. I'm just going to go buy the best thing to fix my situation.
Yep.
And that's what I did. But even that came with some warts because the firmware that Bondtech provides was for the S4 direct drive was all wrong.
Well, hopefully now you have information to make it all right for them.
What I told them it was all wrong, and that without Chris Riley spending an hour with me building a new sketch from scratch, I'd have never got it working. I was like, so y'all need to fix your firmware stuff.
Reset my print.
Maybe throw Chris Riley some money to make you some firmware sketches.
I was gonna say for X amount of dollars, I've already got pre-made sketches, already tested and everything.
Close.
When you spend that kind of money on a product and you go to their website where they tell you to download your new firmware, and you download the firmware and you upload it to your machine, you expect to be able to turn it on and just start printing, or turn it on and start calibrating. But I went to turn mine on and I got scared for a second because the screen didn't come on, nothing. It just, fans came on and it just sat there. I went, And it's because they had the wrong screen selected. They had the wrong build volume. They had the wrong...
everything?
The extruder was reversed, and there was all sorts of things that were wrong. And Chris is such a wizard at that stuff, man. He's like, go to line 54, uncomment this. Go to line 68, add this. Go to line 114. And I was like, slow down.
Yeah.
You're typing, go to this line and change faster than I can.
Work hockey does that
Do it.
sometimes on me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like line 54, line 68, line 114, line 140. You're like,
Hut.
I was like,
repair. Line 52, line 48.
I would love to watch somebody like him when setting up their own machine when they're not having to explain anything to anybody and they're just setting it up. I would love to see how fast it all happens. Just stand there and watch him go.
Really?
All right, we're ready to upload. How'd you do that?
Okay, I know there's a freaking thing here, and I can't remember where the hell it is to get rid of all the raised crap.
All right. I gotta make sure to call the physical therapy place, get that scheduled. Ugh.
Marlin default action, export to disk, primary extruders, allow custom printing priority and sequence. I'll do that later. Oh, I just did this last night with the other one, and now I can't remember where the hell it is. Don't care about the raised touchscreen. You know what? Screw it. Slice. This is going to take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours because it's a big ass print. Most of the day. Why is it doing so slow? So very, very slow.
Order me some thing there.
Very slow. There's a place to remove the damn code, and I did a whole tutorial on it. Now I can't remember where the hell it is to go and replace the stupid code. I just can't remember. $12 and 10 minutes. I don't think so, Buckwheat. We are going to change that rapidly. 203 shells. What the hell speed do I got at? 50, 35, 40, 40. Top surface fill. Let's bring that up to 30. Infill. Solid infill. We can bring the bottom layers down to 3. We can bring the top layers down to 3. What's my infill at? 20. Let's make it 15. Let's cut a couple hours off. Save. Select.
See me CNC Orion.
What are you looking on Facebook or freaking eBay for new printers?
I'm just seeing what's on Facebook Marketplace right now.
Yeah, I love going there because it makes me laugh. I keep seeing like ANET A8s for like $500. That don't work.
$280 for an Ender 3, not the Ender 3 Pro.
How much?
$280 for a used Ender 3.
Buy it brand new for less, like $100 less.
Yeah, $100 less, and you're willing to assemble it with no problems.
I mean, they can say, "Oh, it's modified," but even still, okay, I will buy it and modify it my own damn self for the $100. About $100 is all you need to modify an Ender 3, anyways. 10 hours or 2 hours off of it. Well, yeah, about 2 hours.
An ANET A8 Plus, and they went $546 for it. Isn't that like $300 new?
How much?
I think I paid less than that. I think I might have paid 80 something for mine off of the auction.
No.
That's what I got it for. Yeah, like I said, well,
Oh, you got an A8 Plus?
Yep.
How do you like it?
I got a TiVo Tornado Pro. I got an Atom Lab. I got an Ender 3 practically new in box. The extrusion's never even been unwrapped yet. I still got to put that together.
CR10S, $650.
That's ridiculous.
Creality Ender 5 Plus, $820.
For an Ender 5?
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's used.
No, this one's new.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the Ender 5 that I got was new. The only thing I ended up having to do to it, though, is the change
If
the
you're
leak.
getting a brand new Ender 5 Plus, because this is new in box, and they want 800 and, what did I say, 800 and, where'd it go? 820. You can order directly from Creality for 620.
Yeah.
So that's someone trying to stick $200 in their pocket, just selling to someone who doesn't know better.
Yeah.
Holy buckets, I know this can't be that. I know it's expensive for a Creality printer, but I know it's not this expensive. That 3-in-1 printer that they have with the router, with the CNC router and the laser and all that. $1,683.
Yeah, no. They're just robbing people.
It's the same company. So they're trying to just sell printers that they've probably ordered themselves in bulk, probably even from GearBest or Banggood. They ordered them in bulk and got them cheap, and then are turning around trying to profit off of somebody not knowing where to buy something.
This is what I hate. I get to looking on that auction site, and then I see something, and it's like, oh, I just want to put a bid on it because it's so cheap. But in one token, I don't want to win it because then I got to drive 2.5 hours to get it.
Yeah.
But it's got just under 2 days on it. It's a what is it? It's the longer LK4, which is like a little touch screen. It's just a little 220 by 220 by 250. And pretty much looks like relatively new in box. Somebody may have opened it, just decided they didn't want to try to put it together.
Yeah.
It looks like everything's there. And, there's all nice box and everything. And right now, with just under 2 days, it's only $1.05. Nobody's bid on it. Well, 5 bidders, but nobody's really bid on it. I'm gonna put 25 and jump it up. I'll be an asshole. If I win it, I'll drive 2.5 hours to get it.
This job I picked up on Saturday is a noon to 4 p.m. job, but it's one that I have to take the PA and set the PA up for. So, and it's in Franklin, so I have to leave out like really early in the morning, which means I'm going to miss out on the second attempt of getting a Elegoo Saturn.
Yeah, I got no desire for resin yet. I need a place to do it that's all separate from everything else. I may work on setting up the garage. I got to talk with my brother about spending $1,000 on insulation and some sheetrock. All electrified. The heat's run. I don't have it hooked up or anything, but the pipes are in the floor. So if I insulated that one bedroom out in the garage, I could set my printers out there. And the only problem is there's no freaking internet out there. You have to put some kind of booster or run wires, or the Wi-Fi doesn't even reach out to that corner of the garage. Well, I mean, it's there, but it's not reliable. You know what? I'm just going to go with it.
A bone stock used AlphaWise U10, and they want $500 for it.
Let's see if the pumpkin will print it.
Now, granted, you can't get the AlphaWise U10 anymore.
No, you can't. You know what? I am going to go get this thing of sanding. I'll be right back, guys. You can keep these guys company for 5 minutes.
That was the 400 by 400 by 500 AlphaWise CR10 clone. So it would be just like my S4 back there, but 100 mil taller. But I want to say back when GearBest was selling the AlphaWise U10, that I don't think it was $500, was it?
Which one?
The AlphaWise U10.
I don't know what the average price was on that.
But it sounds like they bought this printer and used it, for a while, and then decided they wanted to get 100% of their money back.
I sold my friend my Push MK2S. I had it for about 2 years. It was still in great working order. Actually, I even had a spare bed that I got and threw it on there just to, make sure that everything's all good and stuff. And I sold to him for about $100 less than what I paid for the printer originally. Even though it was 2 years old, it's still a workhorse. But I also told him, and he didn't have a problem with it. I was like, look, you can buy the kit yourself for the $650, but you'll have to assemble every piece of it. And I said, this is already assembled. It's already leveled. I shouldn't say leveled. It's already, set up and everything ready to go. And all you got to do is just plug it in, here's some software, and get to printing with it. And he's enjoyed it ever since.
Although looking at the pictures of this U10, they definitely didn't use it very much. And I say that because it still has the white masking tape that they shipped on the bed. Is still on the bed. So you can't have printed very many times. Because I can't imagine that the white painter's tape would survive too many parts being peeled off of it.
No, but you can also just put some more tape back down if you needed to.
Well, but I can tell by looking at it that it's exactly the same tape that was shipped on the printer. Just the way that it's on there is the exact way back when I was watching all the people doing unboxings and reviews on it.
Let's see.
But I seem to recall after the reviews, there were some problems with it, and that's part of the reason I think AlphaWise quit. They quit selling it. That, and I seem to be the only person out there anymore that still wants a large volume printer.
It's like I got that CR10S5. It's not assembled. It's just in pieces. It needs to be put back together, but the puppy got a hold of the harness for the bed and chewed through the thermistor and power wire heater. So I gotta fix those. But I'm not pressed because I'm not using the printer, because I don't have anything big enough to set it on, because that thing does require a large area to put it, since it's just so huge.
Oh, this is interesting. A Polar 3D, one of their printers that has the spinning circular bed on it. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in the wild before. Well, not the Polar 3D one. They've got the it works off the same premise, the Sculptio or whatever, which you can actually buy at Joann's Fabric, which kind of shocked me. I didn't know Joann's Fabric carried 3D printers and filament.
Yeah, I would never thought filament.
Yeah, the Polaroid brand filament. Now, their prices are outrageous, but if you were printing a project and you needed to get your hands on another roll of a particular color that day, like I have to have it right now, can't wait.
Mm.
You know, you could go and pay, I think, $40 for a roll of filament. A regular old PLA.
Oh, I just said a bad word. I don't need any more printers. I don't. I haven't put some of them together yet. I thought I had a picture somewhere. No, the Ender 3 Pro I got. When I got it, it was just basically like somebody got it, tried to use it, got frustrated with it, took it apart, and just basically threw it in a box and sent it back. There was no foam or anything. It was just some paper in there, but literally just everything was just thrown in there, and I was able to inventory it to find out I was missing 3 screws, 2 long ones for the frames and 1 short one for the top part of the frame. I opened up the Ender 3 that I have, which was new, opened up the spare bag and grabbed the spares out of there, put it together. It works fine. I didn't have any problem with it. I was able to get the bed level, get it to put down first print, and even the magnetic sheet that was on there.
Somebody is selling the heavy dutiest 3D printer enclosure I've ever seen in Huntsville, Alabama. They want $1,500 for it, but it is a crazy looking thing. Hold on here.
Yeah, but that Ender 3 Pro, you can tell they were having a hell of a time trying to print with it.
Oh yeah.
And it's just this.
Vince, over in the private chat, I put a link to that enclosure. Check that thing out.
None of them are clickable. I gotta copy and. Wow, that's definitely a cabinet.
Yeah. $1,500. It's a heavy duty son of a gun, that's for sure.
Yeah, because it's even wired up with an emergency stop button.
Yeah. So my guess is you run the wires somewhere down into probably put the control or the power supply down in that drawer.
Or it has basically like a power supply strip or something, so then you can just hit that button and kill power to it. I don't know.
Well, but in a heated enclosure, you don't want your power supply inside the enclosure.
Right. Well, I've taken my Prusa. The closest thing I've done is enclosure for doing ABS on it. Is take no, 2 things I've done. One, I had a diaper changing table I picked up at a thrift store for like $3, and I cut the legs off the bottom, and the top shelf and the bottom shelf were identical. So I just cut the legs off the bottom because it wasn't like very tall. It's meant to just basically sit up so high. So the feet on it were only so long, so I cut them off, and I had a table and I set it on there, and then I took some acrylic poster frames and used the little tracks on the sides and stuff, made them like tracks and stuff with some double-sided tape on there, so I could just slide the acrylic, the little acrylic sheets like sides, so I can actually see in. And then I can print it and being closed, and I can just pull off like the front of it and have it open for doing stuff. And I had on the top, I took some PVC piping and made a spool holder and a couple rolls of filament on there, and I would just feed down whatever one I want to use through the top, and it worked nice. It didn't get too hot when I was printing. I think the temperature would set about 109 degrees, and when I was done printing, it would take 30 minutes to kind of cool down and get back down to about 80, so that way I didn't have any warping on the ABS and stuff. Yeah, the back of this, you can see where it just really tore it up.
Yeah.
Little 600 grit sandpaper. Hopefully it makes it a little better. There's a lot of freaking marks in here I'm never going to get rid of. But we shall see if I can make it a little better, a little smoother, a little cleaner. Where's my rubbing alcohol? Over here. We shall see. Shall see. So what did I miss? What did you guys talk about while I was gone? Anything exciting?
Buying stuff.
Buying stuff. Wasting money.
Well, I'm really bummed that I don't get to at least take a stab at getting that Saturn on Saturday now. But I guess the opportunity to make money is more important than
spending it. Yeah. Yes, it's more important to make money than it is to spend it. That should be a little better.
But, my action figure progress is kind of stalled out a little bit right now because, it sucks having to, ask other people to print stuff for me. I'd rather just be able to do it myself.
Oh, with the resin, yeah.
And, Mike and Robbie have been more than patient with me and helped me out a ton, but I can't keep relying on them every time. I made this joint a little bit bigger. See if that works better.
Alrighty then. Let's upload and hit print and see what happens.
When I have a machine myself, I can, literally take it 2 parts at a time and go, okay, those fit together nicely. Or nope, that joint needs to be a little bit bigger. And then move on to the next joint and do one at a time like that until I get each one right. Because that's how I did it with FDM.
Okay, upload G-code. I just got rid of my ear savers. That was kind of stupid. Shell, lower, G-code. And it's there.
Yeah, Mike, I thought about the Mars, but the Mars doesn't come with the 2K or the monochrome screen, right? That's the reason I was looking at the Frozen Sonic Mini initially before the Saturn announcement. And then I was like, well, then the Saturn, I would have the 4K, a 4K monochrome screen. And later, if I want to start making stuff a little bigger, have the build volume available.
After sanding, I don't know if this thing's still flat or not, but it's looking good. We don't need no stinking auto bed leveling. Just as I say that, it's gonna come off the freaking bed or something.
Yeah,
pretty freaking good actually.
The color screens, when used in those resin printers, they just don't have a good longevity to them, and the print speed is much slower. That's why I was like, I want the monochrome screen because it's faster and it lasts longer.
Oh, for the actual. I thought you meant when you were saying screen. I thought you meant the control screen. You're talking the actual
Right.
LCD that burns the
The
blade.
LCD that's burning the resin.
Everyone's saying that they're a lot better.
The monochrome screens, the burn time is like 1.5 to 2 seconds a layer.
Yeah,
And the monochrome screens are lasting thousands of hours rather than hundreds of hours. So that's what got me interested in first the Frozen Sonic Mini, but then when Elegoo announced the Saturn was going to have that too, and I was like, a little bit bigger build volume and only a little bit more money.
It's not an actual printer. That's just the cabinet for $1,000. I just looked at the link you posted.
Massive enclosure that I
you can build one out of
Facebook Marketplace
night for 10th that price. Look at that baby print. We don't need no stinking auto bed leveling.
It looked like it was built all out of aluminum extrusions.
It was. It looked like 40/40s or 60/60s or something, but why?
I think he said it was built mostly with 2080.
20, whatever. Why? Build it out of wood or freaking plastic, or go to Home Depot and freaking buy something and stick.
Well, you could put a heater inside that enclosure to heat the enclosure, though.
You could do that with wood.
For the really high temp stuff.
You can still do it with wood.
Yeah, but wood catches fire.
Yeah, if you're worried about it catching fire, the printer's probably in the kitchen fire.
But if the printer catches fire, that aluminum cabinet's, it'll be charred, but you can just brush the char off of it and go back to using it.
Clean out the cabinet and go back to the town. Yeah.
So it would also kind of be a fire suppressant in a way too.
Yeah, put a little smoke detector thing in there and have one of those glass bead freaking auto things. Fire, I'm talking about the glass bead fire extinguisher where it gets so hot, the bead pops and then the fire extinguishing powder drops out. I'm surprised someone hasn't come up with that for a portable single unit. Because most of those units, it's a whole house or a whole building system. I'm surprised someone hasn't come up with a single unit box with all that crap in it for $50 or $100 that you just mount somewhere, like above a printer,
above your ANET A8.
Yep. I have an ANET A8.
I do too.
Check out my ANET A8.
Mine's right there.
Catches fire and everything. Fire.
I got it for $70 on Craigslist.
Oh, I am so glad I sanded that. That thing is laying down like a perfect layer now.
All right, Tom. Well, I got to run, man, and get a couple things done before I got to get ready and go to work. So enjoy the rest of your stream.
Trouble connecting. There is often an unstable something. Something just went stable on my screen.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your stream, man. I got a couple things to do before I got to start getting ready for work.
Can't go anywhere. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. See you
later.
Vince is gone. Everyone's gone. Everyone is gone. Need a cam set up on the printer for some first layer porn streaming. Dude, just get a Wise Cam. They're $20, $25. All the streaming software comes with it. All you got to do is a link to it. It gives you a little IP account, and you just use your phone. Boom, done. They're $25, and they're good quality. I mean, the image quality is damn good for them. it's my image quality is as good on that Wisecam as this Logitech 922 or 920, whatever it is I have here. Which this is nice. The only thing I don't like about the Wisecam is it's got heavy fisheye, but when you're, up close and personal on the printer, that doesn't matter. You'll never see it. So it just won't matter. It matters not to me. If you are crazy, toys in the attic, I am crazy. Should have gone fishing. So anyway, I think I'm gonna kill it. My printer is printing. It's gonna take like 10.5 hours. It's making a new box for itself. See this power box right here, right there. I'm making a new one which fits the board a little better, hopefully, and makes it so I have access to the USB port instead of it just laying there. I think I got wood chips delivered too, and I need to go throw them around. Was that song from the Llama Platinum album? Yes, it was. Pink Llama. Just another brick in your llama. Pink Llama. Llama Floyd. Llama. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to kill it, guys, because, there's that and this and nothing going on. And, it's just printing. I'm going to wait for that first layer to go down, and then I will go check on my wood chips, because I think I got new wood chips. That first layer is going down freaking beautifully. Sanding was an awesome idea. And now I got some nice pictures. First layer porn. Actually, once I see them with my glasses on, I might find something I can't see without my glasses on. So I should probably put my glasses on so I can actually see. And of course, they're all spotty and dirty. All right. Yeah, I'm going to kill it. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's been fun. It's been real. Y'all have a good day. It is Friday. Probably somebody will be streaming later on if they're not already. And that's that. Seizures.